Army versus Marines. Always know the enemy. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Let's break it down. In honor of the USS Liberty, June 8, 1967. In war, the enemy isn't always what you think. Sometimes they come in the form of friendship. Sometimes their flag appears friendly, and then they strike without warning. June 8, 1967, the Six-Day War raged across the Middle East. The USS Liberty, a U.S. Navy intelligence ship, sailed in international waters off the Sinai Peninsula. She is clearly marked, the American flag flying high, visible and in plain sight. Bright skies, calm seas. Then jets appeared overhead, torpedo boats closing in fast. One torpedo slammed into the hull, ripping a 40-foot hole. In minutes, the Liberty is burning, bleeding, and badly broken. For over 2 hours, Israeli fighter jets and torpedo boats pounded the Liberty, rockets, napalm, and torpedoes ripping through her. 34 American sailors killed, 171 wounded. An unarmed ship being brutally attacked by the Israelis and fighting to survive. Official U.S. and Israeli inquiries called it a tragic case of mistaken identity, confusion in the chaos of war. But many who lived through it, and some who investigated, say otherwise, seeing through a cover-up. A lie, believing the attack was deliberate, an attempt to blind America's eyes in the middle of the Six-Day War. However, 11 American and 3 Israeli investigations concluded the same. Israel expressed regret, paid reparations, and the case was closed officially. But for many survivors and senior officials, the story never added up. They insist the Liberty was unmistakably American, her flag visible for hours as Israeli recon aircraft circled overhead. The attack, they say, was sustained and methodical, not a single mistaken strike, but wave after wave of terror. Even life rafts released for survivors were reportedly machine-gunned in the water, a violation of international law. This is why we train. This is why we stay sharp, frosty, and always in the game. This is why the Army and Marines never take peace for granted. Because in battle and beyond, deception kills. Every Marine, every soldier, knows that trust is earned, not given. That vigilance saves lives. And that the wolves of war don't always howl, but smile. Former NSA Deputy Director Oliver Kirby later stated he was willing to swear on a stack of Bibles that U.S. intercepts confirmed Israeli pilots knew the ship was American. Admiral Thomas Moore, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs, called it a cover-up. Some analysts theorize Israel intended to sink the ship to prevent it from gathering intelligence on Israeli military operations or potential war crimes. And Israel's next move, the attack, was to conceal Israel's impending campaign into the Golan Heights. Others argue it was confusion, fog of war, visibility issues, and outdated reconnaissance. The truth remains buried beneath layers of secrecy, politics, and pain. This is why we train, why the Army and Marines never drop their guard, because deception is as deadly as any bullet. Every Marine, every soldier, learn that vigilance saves lives. Wolves in sheep's clothing. It's not just a phrase, it's a warning, because betrayal doesn't always come from across the battlefield. Sometimes it comes from those who claim to stand beside you. To the sailors of the USS Liberty, we honor your courage, we remember your sacrifice. And we vow, always know the enemy. So, was it a deliberate attack, or just a tragic case of mistaken identity? You decide. Comment below. We must never forget the USS Liberty and her sacrifice. We are the United States of America. Our loyalty is to her and our flag. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.